Ford Motors just threw Donald Trump under the bus. And now the Ford CEO is warning the American people, don't let this happen to you. I'm David Reddish. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. Tariffs have become a buzzword during the second Trump administration. On the campaign trail in 2024, Trump promised that he would use tariffs to make other nations pay their fair share and that tariffs would make Americans wealthier. That is, as economists during the campaign pointed out, not how tariffs work. Tariffs are taxes American companies pay on imports. There is virtual unanimity among the financial world that companies then pass these taxes on to American consumers in the form of higher prices. Still, Trump must have failed high school economics, which would explain his bankruptcies, because he moved ahead with placing whopping 25% tariffs on goods from Mexico and Canada. Or he tried to. Faced with retaliatory tariffs, Trump backed down. At the time of this report, Trump has suspended his mandated tariffs until March. Economists hope that he decides against implementing them at all. That includes Ford CEO Jim Farley, who had a harsh rebuke today. Now, before we discuss his dire warning to Trump and to the American people, it's important that we emphasize just how unusual it is for members of the business community to come out against a Republican president. There is, of course, a long history of ties between big business and the GOP. Both favor lower taxes on the super wealthy and on giant conglomerates. Lobbying by the business world is also the reason Republicans refuse to acknowledge climate change, why they oppose unions, why they want to keep a minimum wage low, why they want to deny workers basic rights or protections, and why they oppose workplace safety laws. It all boils down to one principle. The wealthiest Americans control business and want to rob the middle and working classes of what little wealth they still have. For proof, look no further than the number of big tech billionaires that attended Trump's inauguration. In particular, note shadow President Elon Musk's meddling.
The people voted for major government reform. There should be no doubt about that. That was on the campaign. The president spoke about that at every rally. The people voted for major government reform, and that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for. And a lot of times, people that don't get what they voted for, but in this presidency, they are going to get what they voted for. And that's what democracy is all about.
You get the idea. Automobile manufacturing has long been a storied American industry, and auto exports remain a staple of the U.S. economy today. Perhaps for that reason, Ford CEO Jim Farley has issued a stark warning to Trump and to the American people. Speaking at a Wolf Research conference in New York today, Farley warned that major tariffs could cause damage on the U.S. auto industry. A 25% tariff across the Mexico and Canadian border will blow a hole in the U.S. industry that we have never seen, Mr. Farley said. It gives free rein to South Korean and Japanese and European companies that are bringing 1.5 to 2 million vehicles into the U.S. that wouldn't be subject to those Mexican and Canadian tariffs. Farley went on to explain that tariffs, or the removal of Biden-era subsidies, loans, and incentives, would have a dire effect on battery manufacturing plants in the Midwest. Ford has battery plants in Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Without the government aid, the company would likely have to shutter the plants. Not only would that put thousands of Americans out of a job, it would destroy a critical foothold Ford has in the electric vehicle market. As Chinese manufacturers push to produce more and more electric cars, it's important that the U.S. maintain a manufacturing and technological advantage. But wait a minute. Why would Donald Trump want to harm a key U.S. industry? Why wouldn't he want a company like Ford to keep up with overseas competitors? Oh, right. Because Trump probably got the idea from Elon Musk. For the record, most Tesla batteries are actually made in China. Tesla would therefore be granted an economic advantage when it comes to battery production. Since Trump and Musk have taken office, Tesla has seen a sharp decrease in auto sales, and the company's stock price has tumbled. Just today, Morningstar News reported that the stock price of Tesla has fallen 8% in the past 5 days alone. It's down 25% from its price in December.
Has Tesla's boss become toxic to his own company? His controversial behavior doesn't seem to be helping. In fact, sales at billionaire Elon Musk's electric car firm have seen a record drop in Europe, with a 75% fall in Spain, 63% in France, and 60% in Germany, according to French industry group PFA. Rejection has been truly international, with owners now using bumper stickers with slogans like, "I bought this before Elon went crazy." Other activists have called for a boycott, projecting these images onto the side of a Tesla factory, a reference to Musk's support for a far-right German political party. However, there's more to blame for Tesla's woes than just its boss. The company's cars are aging, and Chinese rivals have started to gain ground. One, BYD, is hoping to knock the American manufacturer out of the top spot.
So, I don't know. Maybe Elon should go back to his actual job and not do a fake one that does nothing but create chaos and discord in Washington and screw with all our lives? Message to Elon and Donald. Time to take the hint. This is Occupy Democrats.